Hello twin flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Welcome to my channel, welcome if you're new or coming back. Thank you so much for supporting me, and if you like what I'm doing, don't forget to click the like button and of course to subscribe and to leave a comment. And today we're gonna do the classic reading. So this is gonna be, and I'm gonna be using the movie tarot deck as the main one. We're gonna take a look at, actually I think I'm missing an oracle deck, but I'm gonna take it in a minute. So we're gonna pull an oracle card for each twin, and then I'm gonna see what's happening with the each of the twin flame collective and what's happening for the connection at this moment in your journey. I also have my angel therapy cards, so we're gonna pull a card of advice for each of the twins. Okay, just give me a second, be right back. Okay, got the oracle deck now. We can get started. Decided to use the Cosmic Journey Oracle today. So let's get right to it. Quick shuffle. What do we see for, sorry guys, got to get a little more comfy. What do we see for Divine Feminines right now? What do we need to know? And we get the message right away. Number 10, deliver your greatest gift to the world. Yeah, we're talking about talents and gifts recently and discovering new gifts. Today, Divine Feminine is asked to deliver. And that means, by the way, that you already know what it is. You already have your strategy. Or even if you don't, you know from feedback from other people or from your inner voice, from your guides, you know what is it that, other people are going to treasure, other people are going to find as a gift. And here it is quite literally, looks like a gift in a box. But it's you. It's something that you know that you can do. For the masculines, what do we need to know for Divine Masculines at this point? Very interesting week following the eclipse, and it's still the eclipse energy, so don't be surprised if you still feel the symptoms or feel a little bit off your game. Like you could feel tired, you could have more vivid dreams, maybe even had hot flashes during the night. It could be different things, but it might throw you off a little. It's like, I don't know, it doesn't feel right, but don't worry about it. It's gonna pass in a few days, and whatever new experiences you're having, it'd be really, really good if you journal them, and it will come to you with time, what it meant, what it was for. Okay, we actually got 4 cards for Divine Masculine, but I will take them because they fell together quite confidently, so why not? Very masculine energy. And May is all about Aries, right? We have Venus in Aries, Mars in Aries, Jupiter, I think, in Aries, at different dates, but still. The universe wants to co-conspire with you, Divine Masculines. That means that you need to also to make up your mind of what you want, so the universe can co-create with you. Befriend your fear monster. Yeah, you may have a lot of fears on the way. Get started with something new or to leave something behind, but you know what needs to be done. I am a galactic starseed blooming. Absolutely. Yeah, and that's the most important part to remember. And all this earthly experience is just an experience. I don't want to say the word game, but it really kind of is, right? And the more versatile it is, that's an interesting point. Thank you. The more you're gonna take from it, good and bad. And I'm not saying throw yourself into some desperate negative experiences. By all means, no. It's supposed to be a happy life, especially for twin flames. right? That's how we're going to be igniting and inspiring other people. But, you know, it's all just lessons, just experience for your soul. And I was actually, so what I remembered just now to tell you is when I was a kid, even if in my, 20s, I was trying a lot of different things. I wouldn't be like, I can hardly name any of the hobbies or activities that I would try and I would really stick to it for like 5 years, 10 years. I kind of can say that about dancing right now, but even that has been a very versatile journey for me. And it's not that I didn't like what I was doing. It's almost like it always felt to me that, okay, I've done this, check the box, and I can move on to something else because now I'm interested in something else and I try to go for it. At least if it was something like information, I could do that when I was a kid because I didn't have a lot to and a lot of like resources to do what I wanted. When I was older, of course, it was a lot more about actually going and doing what I want. And sometimes it was a little crazy, but I was still going for it. But since I started my twin flame journey, I realized so much more vividly how important that was. And that there is a majestic meaning in trying all of these different things, because it's almost like creating a palette for yourself, like a palette of paints, of colors. The more colors you have, the more vivid your picture can be on how you picture your life, how you picture your mission, how you picture your union, your partnership, relationships with people who are around you, right? It all gives us more freedom and self-esteem and creativity and just simply information for a more open-minded view on things. The more different things we try, the more it gives us. And finally, memento mori. There we go. There may not be a someday. Yes. So that's what we're asked to do, to go for it. And look, all of these cards are about making your decision, not being afraid, because you're a starseed and the moment is now to act, to explore, to get someone's support if you need it, but do not ignore the signs, the feelings, the visions. Divine Masculine. Wow, really cool group of Divine Masculines. Okay, let's get into tarot now. What's the energy like for Divine Feminines right now? Ooh. 5 of Wands. Oof. Burning through some karma, baby. What about Divine Masculines? And it's the sun in the mountains. It immediately reminds me of my Sedona trip. Which, yeah, it was like 95 degrees in the sun. So immediately gives me that fiery feeling. On the last day, I decided to even my tan because I was hiking for a few days. So I obviously like all this part and like the top of my arms, a little bit of face maybe here was, because the rest was covered with the head, was tan and other parts were not. So I went to, I was staying at the hotel with the pool on the last night. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go sunbathe and even my tan. And I spent maybe like, but it was like midday. Yeah, so it was the hot time. I spent there like 10 or 15 minutes, like doing all of these different things so I can even my tan. And I burned myself to red. Crazy. I mean, it wasn't too bad, but it was still pretty intense. For the masculines, we have Queen of Coins. I think it's Angelina Jolie. We're gonna, wow. I don't think that they give the explanations for the court card, so we'll just have to go with our imagination. Okay, and what's the energy of the connection at this time? It's the energy of twin flame connection. And don't forget, if you're interested in a personal reading or a coaching session, I will gladly do that for you. So reach out to me via email address and we can agree about all the details. If you're looking for coaching, I usually set up a 20-minute call where we we can get to know each other a little bit. I can learn about your story, what you're looking for, and I can let you know of what kind of services I recommend or how I can help with your request. Seven of Coins and the Hermit. Okay, the Hermit we are gonna read. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Coins. Yeah, working hard, working hard. It looks like both twins, generally speaking, are focused on mission right now. I'm gonna pull clarifiers for this. Clarify Five of Wands. Okay, I'll have to pick it up. Let's clarify the Queen of Coins. Okay. Death. Nice. The other one really flew away. Three of Wands. Okay. That's the intention, baby. So, for the feminines, we have Five of Wands clarified by Three of Wands. So this is actually stepping out into the external. So it's been, for a while, it's been quite an internal process of transmutation and healing for Divine Feminine. And just yesterday we saw that healing energy. This is now the part where it's been healed, like things that needed to be healed have healed. Your new energy has been integrated, and it's time to go out there and set some new goals and shine your path for yourself. Five of Wands is actually a lot about like too many cooks and interference from other people. So in our current world, that's what I'm getting. It's the heat of all the, it's the intensity really of everything that's happening globally, regionally, maybe on the family level, at the workplace, right? But there's always some kind of interference and negativity and a lot going on, and those things can throw you off. But with the new energy, you should feel more confident to step forward and make a new, and start planning for yourself, start setting intentions. Start thinking through your next step on your journey to deliver your greatest gift to the world. For the masculines, we see Queen of Coins clarified by Death. Some Scorpio energy, surprise, surprise. Yeah, so as you can guess, and actually from all the oracle cards that I was just looking at, the Queen of Coins in this case is the representation of that, of when we take a confident step forward and we succeed in whatever, maybe a few steps later, we become successful at what we do. It is very transformative, or it will be very transformative for the DMs, but since this is the current energy, that's what I'm getting. Them trying themselves in something new, or maybe for some it's doing more towards their real goal or towards something that makes them happy. And that causes internal transformations for them. Imagine that, think about it for a moment. So they are consciously walking towards and, working on their happiness in 3D world. Could be quite a material level of goals here. Material as well as like comforts of life, stuff like that. Right? This is the earth energy. It's about your earthly pleasures, so to speak. But it actually is causing a lot of spiritual transformation for DMs. It's pretty cool. And the energy of the connection is Seven of Coins and the Hermit. So overall, I'm gonna read the Hermit in a moment because it's definitely an actress, and I don't know, I'm not sure actually who that is, so I'm gonna read it, and the quote, of course. But what I'm getting here is, and again, this light that she's got in the Hermit kind of reminds me of the coins. So it's almost like you started with a little bit of resource, a little bit of energy, and this is actually for both of the twins, right? You start with like an idea, with something that sparks, with something that comes to you in inner peace. And then you can run with it. You can, let's just say the word plan, create your plan, and know you know, where you want to start. What is the next step? So that's what the twins is seeing right now. That's what is being illuminated, right, with this lantern. The next step on the journey. Okay, Hermit. Let's see who you are, pretty lady. It's Meryl Streep as Karen Blixen in Out of Africa. The Hermit temporarily lets go of everyday material concerns and seeks higher guidance. Allow the light within you to glow powerfully and trust in your innermost truth. Life lesson. Withdrawal, especially for spiritual reflection, can be the better way forward. Okay, that's an important message. So if any of you guys do not see the next step, then that's the mode that you need to get to get it, because you will see that spark, you will see this light to move forward in the moment of silence, maybe even darkness, but more of inner peace and balance than anything else. And oftentimes it's found in solitude. That's what Hermit is telling us. Karen Blixen reflects on her lover's desire to live in the moment. Perhaps he knew, as I did not, that the earth was made round, so that we would not see too far down the road. Exactly what I was saying. We don't see too far down the road, but we see the next step. That's either what's already happening, or if not, it's not happening, then it will. Okay, angel therapy, quickly. Let's get a card for Divine Feminine first. Shield yourself. Protect yourself from harsh or fear-based energies by envisioning a cocoon of healing light surrounding you. And I'm getting that with all the healing that Divine Feminine has done recently, that this is almost an automatic process now. But if you still feel like you're not quite protected, or that there are people lurking around that are taking energy from you, really look into the rituals for protecting your energy. And again, of course, there's a variety of tools and techniques, whatever speaks to you better, you can choose. But it's important, starting from affirmations and prayers and ending with, using the sage. There you go, sage and Palo Santo, or crystals, or whatever else objects you decide to use for your rituals. But there are different ways in which you can create that protective shield for yourself, and even for your home, for other people you love. And for masculines, ear chakras. Notice messages that appear as sounds, music, and words from both external sources and within your mind. These messages are real answers to your prayers. This is so beautiful. Just listen, Divine Masculine. Okay. I'll leave you here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll speak to you again, probably from Ohio, very, very soon. Bye.